This tutorial of APP, or Astropixel Processor, will cover the entire workflow of an LRGB image of NGC 292, the Small Magellanic Cloud in the beautiful southern hemisphere. All images and calibration frames are available. When you first start APP, you are asked to choose the work directory. If you do not have a work directory, then create one where your images are, and then click Open. For those of you who are not familiar with APP, here's a quick overview. On the left-hand side, there's the workflow from 0 to 9. Above that, on the top left, are APP configuration tabs. In the middle is the image viewer, and above that is another tab where you can dynamically toggle between different states of your workflow all the way to image normalization. This tab is very useful as you can see how your images progresses along with the workflow. And then finally, on the right hand side are image processing options such as stretching, saturation, and so on. So now let's take a look at the workflow. As you can see, by default it is on number 1 load. So what is number 0 for? This is for one-shot color cameras. Enable Force Buyer if your images are from a color camera and are not shown in color, that is in black and white. We do not need that here, so let's jump back to step number 1, which is load. So let's load our images. So before we do that, you can enter a deep sky object name. I'm going to enter it here, and then I'm going to load the lights. Those are your beautiful exposures. We jump back to the work directory, navigate there where your images are, into the folder. In our case, you can see we have 3 different folders. The calibrated one, that is where darks, flats, and bias have already been applied. This is typical for iTelescope. You can receive them as that. In this case, you can jump straight to step number 2 and go to the cosmetic correction and follow the tutorial from there on. There are also JPEGs. Those are low resolution preview images. And we are going to jump into the RAWs because I'm going to show you the whole calibration process here. We select all of our RAWs and then click Open. We are now asked to which channel or filter do we want to assign the light frames. This is already written correctly in the FITS header with iTelescope, so we just need to click OK here. And we only have one session, just click OK. And let's then expand the lower window. As you can see, all our lights are sorted by filter color. You can scroll down and make sure they're all loaded. But in order to calibrate them, we need to load the flats, the darks, and biases. So that's what we're going to do in the next step. Just below the lights, you can see the flats. Click on it, and now we navigate to there where our calibration files are. And here they're sorted by filter color. We choose them all, and then say Open. And just click OK. And we do the same for the other filters. And next come the darks. Click on the Dark tab and let's load them. There's our dark folder and select them all. And scroll down. Dark flats we can skip, we don't need them here. And then click on Bias. And load the bias frames. And then let's look at the lower window again. As you can see, they've all been loaded, and that completes step number 1.